All right, what's up, everybody? It's been a while. It's you know who it is. It's Joseph, aka Footy. It's been 2 months and 2 days since I put out episode 9 with my friend Dylan back in Ohio. A lot of things have changed since then in the past couple of months. Moved 2,000 miles across the country, no less. Yeah, so I ended up in San Diego, California with the beautiful lady sitting to my right as of right now. Her name is... What's your name?
Liz.
Oh, it's Liz. She's been on here before. She was on here... Let's see, I can't remember off the top of my head what episode it was. Episode 6. 4/25/22. That was a while ago. It doesn't feel like it was that long ago, does it? Mm-mm. That's the crazy thing. But yeah, we moved together to San Diego. She had been planning to come here for law school for... not exactly sure how long, but you knew like in May, March. Mm-hmm. She knew in March that she was going to end up out here for law school. She's going to USD. And then after I visited her for her birthday in Denver, she asked me to come with. And I was like, duh, dude. Yeah, let's go. So
we're crazy.
Yeah, a little crazy. Basically went from long distance relationship to moving in together, and it's been fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's been a lot of fun. So that's kind of where things are at right now. So definitely want to keep the podcast alive. Can't commit to doing it all the time. We'll definitely still get on here and talk about soccer every once in a while. Probably introduce some sales stuff that I learned along the way. Started a new job upon moving out here with Sunrun. Amazing opportunity with an amazing company. It's a challenging job, but it definitely has the potential to be incredibly rewarding as well. And it's funny because something that I've been saying for a while, you remember me saying this probably a while ago, is that something my boss at Sunrun says all the time is that nothing in life that's easy is worthwhile, and what's worthwhile isn't easy. And this job is definitely not easy. So learning a lot, and I'll share things that I feel are worth sharing along the way. Maybe do a special sales episode. Not that I'm the best salesman in the world, far from it, but definitely some stuff to learn and stuff I would like to share. Because sales isn't just about like the job. It's about like just like learning how to communicate more effectively with people, and even being more persuasive in your day-to-day life. You want to persuade your friends to do something, you have to sell them on it, right? Like if Liz and I want to persuade somebody to become vegan, we have to sell them on the idea of being vegan and why it's good for them, good for the environment, obviously good for animals. That's the obvious one. But so yeah, so definitely good stuff to share. I'll get that in another episode. But as of today, for episode 10, we're just gonna kind of recount our journey. I flew from Ohio to Denver on the 10th of June. And then we spent the next week like just kind of slowly packing up her apartment there. Not even a full week. We left on Wednesday, right? We left on Wednesday. We left on Wednesday the 15th and began a 3-day 1,000-mile journey across the western part of the United States from Denver to San Diego. So day one, we drove basically all the way south to Albuquerque, right? Mm-hmm. Stayed
in Airbnb.
Yeah, she picked out all the Airbnb. Shout out to you, by the way. I never even paid you for those. You paid for the Airbnbs. Yeah. Appreciate that. Yeah, that was not my favorite area. We only stayed in it was just the two, right? Because it was Albuquerque and then Tucson, and we were here. So we stayed in 2 Airbnbs, 1,000 miles, basically like 400 or 300 and some a day for the course of 3 days. What do you think about the drive, like from a broad aspect and then by day aspect?
It wasn't too bad. I thought it was gonna like drag on, but with you, it was so much fun. I make
road trips fun, don't I? Mm-hmm. Ask any of my friends who's ever gone on a road trip with me. Something is always happening. I remember when I was 18, me and my friends took a road trip to Myrtle Beach. I feel like I told you about this to an extent. Like Like, this is a Eric, easily, if you listen to this, I will never forget. I don't remember what we were talking about, but I'm never going to forget, like, you and I, like, just talked for, like, 5-6 hours straight in the middle of the night, leaving Ohio on our way to Myrtle Beach. I will never forget that. And then what I also won't forget is the next day when Joey was driving. Joey, you jerk. Joey driving and being loud and ignorant with Eric and I trying to sleep in the back seat after driving all night. And just not being able to sleep in the car and getting mad at him. That was funny. So if either of you guys are listening, Joey, I hate you. Eric, I love you. Just kidding. But yeah, road trips are fun. I was always looking forward to it. I knew it was going to be a lot of fun doing that with you. I feel like for me personally, I've never really seen a lot of that part of the country, so it was like crazy.
Yeah.
Like the different terrain, like you heard
each
me.
terrain, you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know this existed.
Yeah,
it's rocks.
Yeah. I thought there were
sand.
I thought there were oceans, I thought there were mountains, and I thought there were plains. Like that's it. But I feel like that drive, like the 3 days in total showed me a lot more than what I knew actually existed. Like I don't know, that probably sounds stupid, but like yeah, it was kind of mind-blowing. It was really beautiful. What was the river that we were driving across? The Rio Grande, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like most of the drive was through a desert, and like the Rio Grande, which goes down into Mexico, we drove along that for a couple 100 miles, I would like to say. And like it was the craziest thing to me was about like we were in the desert, but like you would look off to your right, just sand, just nothing but sand, and then to the left, as where the river was flowing, it was like there were trees and greenery, and it was really pretty all along the river, and just like reminded me about how water is so essential to life, and like just along the basin of the river, like all that life was sprouting, and just miles away from the river, just desert, barren, nothing. So what do you remember? What day was your favorite day in the car? You have any idea?
In the car?
Or is it like, because for me it's like kind of blended together.
Yeah, it's blended together a bit. But I mean, I just remember like driving into Tucson and showing you my hometown where I was born.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
It was fun.
Giving you a little taste of why I am the way I am.
Yeah. Quirky. What? Yeah. Were you getting like annoyed with like how like obsessive I was about all the cacti?
Yeah, like I never thought of cacti as so beautiful before, but you kind of helped me see it in a different light. Because you know when you grow up with something, you don't really appreciate it, but then coming back to it after being away for a while, you like you can see like the beauty in it. So
yeah,
I appreciated that.
Yeah, I mean here we are like 5-6 weeks later, and like we see them all the time now, and like I don't even think about it. It's just like, oh, there's another one. Mm-hmm. It's that's a different kind of cactus. That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a little succulent on my desk back in Ohio. I couldn't bring it with me. No, we've got the Sunny over here, our aloe plant, but it's not the same. Or actually, is aloe like how related to cacti are? They're like pretty obviously. It's a succulent, but like, does it fall under the category of cactus?
I don't know.
The cactus category.
I did not study botany, regrettably.
Okay, well, I've got a friend whose dad teaches botany, so
that's cool.
I could ask him. We used to play Xbox with him. So Mr. Dunn, Jimmy D, if you're listening. Yeah, Tucson was pretty cool. EG's was solid. The drink was pretty tasty. The fries were mids. I'm sorry to tell you.
They weren't as good as I remembered.
No. Well, that's how a lot of things typically are. you remember it in a different light than it actually is, but it's okay. Just driving into San Diego is probably like my favorite part. Getting into San Diego County, I just
your heart rate so elevated.
Yeah, like I was nervous. I felt like I was gonna throw up. I was like, holy shit, this is real. Like Like everything up until, because guys, originally, like I knew I was going to be helping her move out this way, so like I was going to make this road trip regardless from Denver to San Diego. So when she originally booked the Airbnbs, it was just because I was going to be helping her move, and now like all of a sudden I was actually moving with her. So like these times that we've like gone back and forth and visiting each other, it's like a little mini vacation, and then you go back to what was real life without having each other there every day. So like this, it's kind of what it felt like for a little bit, but then like driving into San Diego was like, oh shit, we're about to live together here. Like it was like kind of hitting me. Like I was scared, but like not because. Hey, just because it was different and like I said, it was real all of a sudden. But it wasn't just scared; it was excited. It was a whole blend of emotions, but they were mostly good emotions.
Yeah.
So
I was excited.
Yeah. So now here we are. It's been a little over. I think this Friday was week 5, I believe, because we got here on the 17th. So. Yeah, that makes sense. It's been like 5 weeks or so. A little over a month and a week. So, are you sick of me yet?
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely.
Cool. Well, it's been nice. I'll get out of your hair. I'll start packing a bag.
Okay.
And,
Thank God.
Dang, hey, guys! You just witnessed me get murdered on a podcast. Not witnessed, but you just heard me get just decimated on a podcast live on air. Hopefully that was a joke. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Of course.
Yeah.
You're not leaving me.
Thank God. Yeah. I mean, obviously, like it's been there have been some challenging spots here and there, like some growing pains, but I think that was to be expected, and I think. Like we've talked about, like we're growing from each rough patch or like instance where like things aren't so smooth, and like we just find a way to get past it pretty quick, which is good. Not necessarily get past it, but like take care of the situation and work through it together and get to a place where we've resolved whatever the issue was, and then grow from it together as a couple. And I think that's pretty awesome. It's mostly you. Like I'm the stubborn one, so like you're the one who just makes things easy in that regard. So shout out to you.
Thanks.
Yeah. So we've been here 5 weeks now. What's been the most fun thing that we've done here in Southern California before so far?
The most fun?
Yeah. Besides going to the beach.
Besides going to the beach.
Yeah, we've been some beach bums. We've gone. I think we've gone 6 times. We've not gone once a week, but we're on pace for going once a week so far.
Yeah. I mean, the OC Fair was pretty fun.
Yeah. Last weekend we drove up to Orange. We're about how far? Like an hour and some change away from Orange County. Well, if you go as far south as Orange County goes, we're probably not that far. But from Irvine and all that, probably like an hour 15, a good 60, 70 miles. We went to the Orange County Fair last weekend, and it was fun. I haven't been to, like I was telling her that the county fair back in Ohio, Van Wert specifically, is like the thing to do, especially when you're young. Like you got to get the fair pass, you got to get the ride pass when you're in high school and middle school. It's the thing, you got to do it. But I kind of grew out of it. I never was really the kid. Like my parents hated the fair. They were never ecstatic about me and my sister going. One, because they knew it was a waste of money to a degree, because like it's so easy to just throw away money there.
Yeah.
But two, like they're like, if you guys want to ride rides, we'll just take you to Cedar Point. So like every year around the fair, after a certain age, like not every year, but like we would just go to Cedar Point instead, which is, for you non-Ohioans, that's Six Flags, but way better. It's like the best amusement park in the world, in my opinion. It's like the only one I've ever really been to, but it's the best. So I don't know. Those rides aren't safe. What was the one that Nicole and Jordan rode? Like I wouldn't have gotten on that.
That was gnarly.
How far?
I felt like it was just gonna tip over, and I couldn't do it.
Gosh, not a chance. No way. Thing went like how far? It went higher. It was higher than the Ferris wheel, and the Ferris wheel was massive.
Yeah.
And like.
And it like, I don't know, it like flips you around. And
No, not for me. It's a no for me, dog. On my Randy Jackson. We rode what 2 rides plus the Ferris wheel.
I think 3.
I don't think so.
Yeah, we did the little mini roller coaster. We did G-Force and the Rave Wave.
Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, we did 3. 3 plus the Ferris wheel.
I'm always right, Joseph. When will you learn?
I'm still learning. The Ferris wheel was cool. The line was ridiculous, but I mean, when you want to ride the Ferris wheel at night, that's what happens. And had to do the photo booth.
Yeah.
We may have started a little thing for us. Like every time we see a photo booth, we're just gonna do it. I made the joke. I was like we saw the photo booth, and I said that verbatim. I was like, even if we're like really mad at each other, we just have to jump in the photo booth, and like we can just like sit there and growl at each other. I'm mad. But, grr. Yeah, that was fun last Sunday. I'm glad that we're taking it easy this Sunday, but that was fun.
Yeah, we've been keeping busy.
Yeah,
we went to the Padres game.
Yep.
That was really fun.
That was on the 4th. It was hot. It was really hot, but that was fun. What else? What else have we done? We went to a farmer's market, yeah? Mm-hmm. Did we? Did we ever make it to a farmer's market?
Yeah, we kind of went to that one in Coronado.
That doesn't count. That thing was dinky. That's not a farmer's market. That was not a farmer's market. That was like a farmer's stand with like 5 people selling vegetables. I don't know. We've
gone to the pool.
Yeah.
We've been exploring a lot of restaurants.
Oh, so many.
Some very good eats out here.
A lot of good vegan eats out here. What's your favorite one so far?
Oh, man. Well, Plant Power is my favorite. I don't know why. It's just so fun.
It is fun.
Their milkshakes are so good.
Yeah, the cookie butter milkshake.
I'm gonna go get one.
Today?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say no. I would not say no to that. Okay, that might happen later. For sure.
After our massage.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to get a couple's massage. Can't wait. It's been 5 years since I've gotten a massage. I need it. It feels like I'm forgetting a lot of things that we've done so far, but like you said, we've been keeping like today feels like the first day.
Today's like the first chill day, honestly.
And like since we moved here, yeah. I mean, we've gone to IKEA several times. I bought a wagon at Costco. I haven't mentioned the wagon in weeks, and I think that Liz is excited to not hear me say anything. Like after I bought, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I literally mean like I bought a wagon. Like I can put anything in that. I can carry so many things in that wagon. It's an all-terrain wagon. It's like the Jeep Wrangler of wagons. Like I can take that wagon anywhere. I can take it up a flight of stairs if I want to. I love my wagon. I'm so proud of my wagon.
You're very proud. You're a proud father.
And I feel like a sense of connection with anybody else that I see that has one. Like I feel like I could just walk up to them and we could become best friends at any given moment. But I'm trying to keep it chill. Like people.
I'm just glad you're not like my father who brings his wagon to the grocery store.
Oh no, I can't do that. It's not really. I mean, like today it might have been necessary at Target because it felt like we had a lot to carry up. But like next Costco visit, I'm taking it with me. I got to take it back where it came from,
Oh my goodness.
Think about all the paper towels that we're gonna have, because we're gonna have to go back and get paper towels and probably other things of great value and abundance. That's what Costco's for.
Yeah.
That and wagons.
Naturally.
And reasonably priced electronics. Did this just become a Costco ad?
Do you have the Costco app?
Do I? Are you asking me?
Yeah.
I don't think I do.
Oh.
Because you don't have to, that's the thing. You don't, get gasoline at Costco. I've got a tip for anybody that lives in Southern California. if you don't want to wait in line to get gas at Costco, just go earlier in the morning. Like, they open up at 5 a.m. I'm not saying go at 5 a.m. You can go up until like 9 or 10 and you won't have to wait for gas. It's not even a trick or a hack. It's just like common sense. Just get up a little, just go, like, make it the first thing you do in the day, and then you've already got gas at Costco. It's easy. Anybody can do it. So easy. Shout out Costco. But yeah, it's been a fun 5 weeks. You still have a couple weeks until school starts, like about a month, right? Mm-hmm. How excited are you?
I'm so excited to get this legal education underway.
You're about to be so smart.
I'm about to be so smart.
Her yoga instructor the other day she was just chatting a little bit, and she told her yoga instructor that she was about to go to law school. And tell the people what she said.
She was like, "Oh my gosh, you're about to be so smart."
As if
I'm not already smart enough that I got into law school.
This isn't a flex or like bragging or anything, but you have to have certain intellect to be able to get accepted into a good law school.
Yeah.
You know, like, law schools don't just accept anybody.
It's so funny.
Oh well. We're not making fun of the yoga instructor either. It's just a funny thing to say.
Yeah.
We're
silly.
Yeah, it's just a little silly.
It made me laugh.
I say silly things all the time.
All the time.
Like, every day. Doing my job, I say silly things. I make myself look like an idiot all the time. So, I mean, it just happens. It happens. 3 years, the next 3 years, what do you think those are going to look like? Do you think they're going to go by pretty quick with school?
I don't know. I feel like I've heard so many horror stories about law school, but also so many, like, amazing stories. It just depends. Like, law school is just what you make it, I feel like. So I'm going to have fun with it, and I'm going to, be grateful for it and, like, do my best. So I feel like it's going to go by fast. But at the same time, it's still going to be very challenging and difficult, so it'll drag on a little bit too.
Yeah, well, I mean, that kind of comes back to the thing that I say, and my boss even says all the time, is that, yeah, it's going to be challenging, but nothing in life that's worth having is easy. So,
yeah.
And like you said, it's what you make of it. I feel like that applies to so much because, like, even myself at times with the job that I'm doing, I don't know if I mentioned already, it's door-to-door sales. With solar, it's tough. It's really tough because people don't like having a complete stranger show up at their door trying to sell them something. Even if I am trying to save them money and, do right by Mother Earth, it's challenging. And, like, it's easy to, like I said, I have the perspective sometimes, like, oh, this sucks, why am I doing this, blah, blah, blah. But it's like what you make of it. Like, you have the choice to view it however you want. If I want to look at it from that perspective, then guess what? I'm gonna view it in a shitty light, and it's gonna be worse than what it really is. Because at the end of the day, like, Ryan Holiday, the Daily Stoic, always says, like, you're gonna. Oh, I can't remember exactly what he says. He's like, it's gonna be hard either way, so choose your hard. Or like he might even say something like you're going to be anxious either way. So like if you want an easy life, like if you make easy choices, like, things are going to be hard, but if you make hard choices and do hard things, life will be easier. Is kind of the point there. So, like, going to law school, difficult thing, but, like, it's going to, one, set you up for easier life down the road, but two,
open a lot of doors and ultimately allow you to do the things that you're incredibly passionate about, which is the most important thing. So, that's just kind of the point. And, like, Liz has kind of helped me progress in that term because, like, she's given me a lot of added to my self-confidence and helped me believe in myself even more. And that's, like, the most incredible quality I've ever seen in a person. So thank you. Yeah. So I told you just yesterday, I don't think I could do this job without you in my corner. So, thank you.
You're a pretty good friend, dude.
My pleasure.
Yeah, you're pretty chill, bro.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, so it's been a fun first 5 weeks here, but we both have a lot of work to continue doing. So, yeah, it's going to be a fun journey, and I can't wait to share some progress via the podcast and via the blog every once in a while. Like I said, I'm definitely not going to be able to do both as much as I was previously, but I want to keep them both alive. Just for myself to have the outlet, and like obviously I've got a lot of people in my life that I care about. I don't necessarily always have the time to be able to reach out to everybody. It's as the older you get, you realize like I remember when I was a kid, like I don't know if you can relate to this, Liz, or not, but I would wonder like I was like, why don't my parents have friends? Like they had friends, but like not like how you or I would have had friends like as a child, like you know, like you would make plans like, oh, you want to come spend the night, or like, oh, can I you do something at your house tonight? Like it's not like that when you're an adult, like because like well, for me, yeah, like you've got things that you've got to do, and like for me, for example, like most of my friends, like basically all of my friends are back in Ohio or Nashville or St. Louis or Chicago. Like I've got my friends are all over the place, so like it's harder to keep in touch, but it doesn't mean that we don't still love each other and value each other's friendship. So that's just an interesting thing that I've come to realize. And not to mention the time difference kind of makes it difficult. Like I'll catch myself calling my parents at like 9:00 at night, and it'll be midnight for them. I'll be like, oh shoot, can't do that. So like the point of me saying all that is like the podcast, like I don't inadvertently could be a way for like me to kind of keep you guys up to date. Like if you guys end up listening to this, you know, cool. If not, you know, no skin off my back. It's more for me than it is for anything else. Just have an outlet, and it's fun to do. Like this was just Liz and I got to spend 30 minutes together just having a conversation rather than watching Psych. So, yeah, keep in touch with the blog, or follow the blog and follow the podcast. I'll keep it as active as possible. I mean, at least try and do the podcast like once a month. I don't think that would be unreasonable. I'll find something new to do every once in a while. I actually have somebody I want to interview if I can get her onto the podcast eventually. My boss, or not, she's not really my boss, but she hired me. She's like building a team with Sunrun. It was so crazy when I interviewed back in Ohio. She was explaining the job and like asking if I was interested. I was like, oh hell yeah, I'm interested. It sounds like a great opportunity. She's like, okay, cool. Well, this is only like a part-time thing for me at the moment. And so she said that, and I was like, what the hell does this woman do besides doing this job? Because like I couldn't understand. I go to my first meeting at the office, and it turns out like they're talking about how much she squats and things of that nature. I was like, okay, why are they talking? She's a BMX. She's a BMXer. Like she's a racer for the Australian BMX team, and has competed in like 3 or 4 Olympics. And she's like actually at Worlds right now over in Paris. So I was like, what the hell? That's why she does this part-time. Okay, that makes sense. So she's taken me under her wing as much as she can. She's incredibly busy, but I think eventually I might be able to get her on here and just have a conversation with her, just because like she's a very fascinating person. I want to pick her mind a little bit and see what her motivations are with everything, and like how she attacks life. Because I was telling Liz a couple weeks ago, like I never thought like just a dude from a small town in Northwest Ohio would be in a position to have an opportunity like this and know people who are Olympians. Like that's not something that people from Van Wert, Ohio just like casually stumble into all that often. So her name is Lauren Reynolds. Check her out. If you like BMX, look her up. A cool person, really nice and humble. So hopefully we can get her on here. Not making any promises. I've never even asked her yet. I'm just kind of putting this out there because why not? So we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Get ready to go to our massage because I'm a sore boy and I need it. And it'll be fun. So Thank you, baby, for doing this with me.
Of course, thank you.
I love you.
I love you too.
Oh my gosh, did you guys hear that? That's the first time she's ever told me that. I'm just kidding. That would be weird. We moved in together and she just now told me that she loved me. All right, we're going to get out of here. Arrivederci, peace and love. And I'll catch y'all next time.
Ciao.